Good morning, everyone. We are student of 4th year BArch presenting our Urban Design Studio project. It is a collaborative and multidisciplinary process of shaping the physical setting for life, the art of making places. Emphasis is on how urban physical forms respond to social, political, economical, and natural forces of urbanized area. In the process of preserving, restoring, and using man made structures, it also addresses the integration of new development into an existing community while minimizing the impact of that development into its physical and social assets. This study pertains the case of Old Nasik area. Students are expected to develop and design strategy to address the particular identified issue inherent to that area, identify the key factors related to it, to solve it through contextualized design strategy in this urban design studio. The studio is structured into five main different parts. The first part focuses on introduction to urban design through book readings. In this activity, students got divided into five groups of 9 each. Those five groups has given six different urban design related books where we gone through those five different books, find similar examples in our context to study the author's theories, strategies, urban design factors, and key elements written in the book. Later, we interchange our understandings of that given books through presentations and summaries and try to implement these in our proposed design. One of them was Concise Townscape, whose author is Gordon Cullen. Concise Townscape itself means a visual appearance of a town or a urban area, giving a lot of information clearly. According to him, the city is more than the sum of its inhabitants. Gordon Cullen, a British architect and urban designer, published this book in 1961. In this book, he mentioned about serial vision, place possession, concerning context, concerning place, this and that, enclosure, and functional traditions. Through this book study, we understand the character of urban space is something which grows over time. It must be such that people should enjoy the environment, the experience we get while moving from space A to B, and its impacts. Second book is Design of City by Edmund Bacon, published in 1967. Book says that while designing the city, we only consider the design patterns, but it's not enough. We also need to consider the nodes, public spaces, formation of pedestrian movements, open spaces, landmarks, identities of space. There is comparison study given between Rome, Greek, Greenwich, Paris, St. Petersburg, Philadelphia in aspects of planning, meeting the sky, relationship with ground, articulation of space, and design in depth. We tried to compare all these factors with the old Nasik and new Nasik area. How articulation is important, form, texture, material, modulation of light, shades, colors, and all the combined to inject a quality as a spirit that architectural spaces explain in this theory. In the second part of this studio, we have given a site in Old Nasik area. The total area of given site is 5,37,200 square meter. It is situated in heart of Nasik. The area started from main road of Nasik to Sada Circle. It meets up to Pinzar Ghat further and to the Tivanda lane, and it ends up to the Ganga Ghat, which is the Nav Darwaza. In this studio, we studied concerned area by using creative tools and techniques for this. In a pair of two, we went on the site, did visual surveys, documentation, observed the behavior of local people, their patterns of behavior at different times, communicated with them to analyze the issues and scope of development in given site. Then in the third part, we 56 students got divided into three different groups of 18 students each, mentored by two faculties for each group. Then the actual area identification and detail analysis started through documentation. Three groups selected three different main streets from the given old Nasik area, situated, situated where the footfall is higher. We studied that area in all the aspects from its history, tangible, intangible factors, existing structures, analysis, its connection through multiple layers. These layers include study of area from GPO circle to Now Darwaza, which was given to the group number 1, whose design proposal theme is ceremonial corridor. These layers are as follow. Topography. Through contour analysis, we tried to study slopes on site for the water drainage and how that area is developed till now. Built and built layer. This figure and ground diagram shows the high density in this area and how less open spaces are presented there due to wall architectural style. Types of open spaces. This layer explains the space we got because of demolished structures or the area we can develop further without disturbing the existing residences on the present site. This shows the open spaces present on site. Knowledge plan. This explains the public access to understand their patterns of living and private residences. Building use. This layer explains the public, private, institutional buildings. It helps to understand nature of that area and its footfall. Building heights. This layer helps to understand skyline of old Nasik, what construction methods they have used, how it gradually got changed. Age condition. This layer is very important in aspect of study of the connection of street and built up area, how building facing to the streets react to the activities happening there, and how facades are developed, why that building structures are like that. Activity mapping. This shows the importance of types of spaces, how activity is happening due to its identity, how it controls the footfall, which leads to the income generation. It also enhances the professions and their identity of localites. What are the activities happening in that area are shown. Transportation. This shows how nodes works and how it handles the flow of traffic generated in that area. The ability of street to contain place for the different activities happening there and transportation. Street furniture. This shows the amenities provided to localites in terms of light poles, benches, water facilities, and other street furniture. Vegetation. This explains the type of vegetation present in the given area in between built and unbuilt areas and open spaces. This documentation is ended here. The fourth main part of this urban design studio carried out by finalizing the theme and further divided those 18 students into two groups of 9, where these two groups will follow the similar theme but will approach the given area with two different perspectives, with 18 individual design proposals, and will work on the design strategies that addresses some issues and themes highlighted in the first discussion. The first analytical part was carried out in 56 students, while the further parts was based on group of 18, then the group of 9 to individual projects at the end. However, throughout the whole module process, the studio has been organized as multidisciplinary teamwork in which individual contributions were coordinated. The present final report combines all the teamwork done by the students, combining a summary of all the proposals, strategies, and collective group reports contributing to inform its future transformation, conservation, and development. I would like to hand over next presentation to student of group number 1, mentored by Sir Rahul Dabir and Sir Shantanu Otade, based on the theme Ceremonial Corridor.